Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's about as fun as a family reunion at Chernobyl, the new Cold War. Now I know what you're thinking, didn't we already do this whole Cold War thing? Weren't the 80s enough? And to that I say, you're not wrong, but here's the thing. The world's a bit like that one friend we all have who just can't seem to let go of a grudge. Except in this case, the grudge is geopolitical dominance. And instead of passive-aggressive Facebook posts, it's military buildup. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 10 countries that are basically the geopolitical equivalent of that couple whose relationship status is... It's complicated. We're talking tense borders, military exercises that look suspiciously like dress rehearsals, and enough defense spending to make your eyes water. Buckle up, because things are about to get a little too real. The stakes are high, and the players are many. From the icy tundras of Russia, to the bustling cities of China, and from the deserts of the Middle East to the shores of the Pacific, the world is a stage for a new kind of conflict. This isn't just about two superpowers anymore. It's a multifaceted, multiplayer game where alliances are fragile, and the rules are constantly changing. Nations are flexing their muscles, showing off their military might, and making strategic moves that could tip the balance of power. So why should you care? Because the ripple effects of these geopolitical tensions can impact everything from global markets to your daily newsfeed. It's a complex web of interactions that can have real-world consequences. We'll break it all down for you, making sense of the chaos and helping you understand the stakes. So stay tuned as we navigate through this intricate maze of modern-day geopolitics. Buckle up because things are about to get a little too real. At number 1, let's kick things off with the reigning heavyweight champion of, well, everything military, the United States. With a presence that spans the globe, the US military is like the world's most powerful and omnipresent force. From the deserts of the Middle East to the icy terrains of the Arctic, there's hardly a corner of the world where you won't find an American military base. Now, America's love affair with a good military budget is about as subtle as a bald eagle screeching the national anthem at a monster truck rally. It's loud, it's proud, and it's impossible to ignore. This isn't just about patriotism, it's about maintaining a position of unparalleled dominance. But lately, that budget's been getting even bigger. We're talking about a defense budget that dwarfs those of entire continents. The Pentagon's spending spree is like a never-ending shopping trip with no expense spared. We're talking billions upon billions of dollars being poured into everything from hypersonic missiles that make a cruise missile look like a paper airplane to good old-fashioned boots on the ground. These investments are not just about keeping up with the Joneses, they're about staying miles ahead. And it's not just about the hardware. The US is also investing heavily in cutting-edge technology, from AI-driven drones to cyber warfare capabilities. The future of warfare is being shaped in American labs and training grounds. America's been busy shoring up its alliances like a nervous homeowner reinforcing their fence before hurricane season. These alliances are crucial for maintaining global stability and projecting power. NATO's looking beefier than ever, and they've even got new buddies in the Pacific. The US is making sure that its friends are just as prepared and well-equipped. It's all starting to feel a bit like a global game of Risk. And let's be honest, nobody plays Risk for a tie. The stakes are high, and the US is playing to win, ensuring that its influence remains unchallenged on the world stage. At number 2, next up we've got China, the economic powerhouse that's been quietly building up its military like a bodybuilder prepping for a competition. And trust me, they've been hitting the gym. China's defense budget has been growing steadily for decades, and it's now second only to, you guessed it, the United States. But it's not just about the money. China's been making some serious moves in terms of military tech too. They've got hypersonic missiles of their own, a growing navy that's making waves, pun intended, in the Pacific, and let's not forget their forays into space. This ain't your grandma's China anymore, folks. This is a global superpower with the muscle to flex, and flex they will. At number 3, speaking of flexing, let's talk about Russia. A country that has always been a significant player on the global stage, Russia is known for its formidable military presence and strategic geopolitical maneuvers. Look, I'm not saying Russia's looking to start a fight, but they're definitely the kind of country that walks into a room and forgets to say excuse me after letting the door slam shut. Their diplomatic approach often leaves other nations on edge, wondering what their next move might be. They've got a history of, shall we say, assertive foreign policy, and their recent activities haven't exactly been calming international nerves. From military interventions to strategic alliances, Russia's actions are always closely watched by the international community. From their little special military operation in Ukraine, and let's be honest, calling an invasion a special military operation is like calling a dumpster fire a neighborhood barbecue, their moves have been bold and controversial. To their cozying up with China, forming a partnership that has significant implications for global power dynamics. This alliance is a clear signal that Russia is looking to strengthen its position on the world stage. Russia's making it clear they're not interested in playing second fiddle to anyone. Their military exercises and displays of power are a testament to their readiness to defend their interests. They've got nukes, they've got experience, and they've got a bone to pick with the West. Their nuclear arsenal is one of the largest in the world, and they have a long history of military expertise. It's a recipe for, well, let's just say it's not a recipe for a relaxing spa day. The international community remains on high alert, watching Russia's every move with a mix of caution and concern. At number 4. Now, let's shift our focus to India, a country that's been quietly becoming a major player in the global tech scene. And when I say quietly, I mean they've been about as subtle as a Bollywood dance number in a library. They've been investing heavily in things like artificial intelligence, cyber warfare, and drone technology. And let's be real, in a future conflict, the winner might not be the one with the most tanks, but the one who can hack those tanks and make them drive into a lake. But here's the thing about India. They're playing it smart. They're not picking sides in this new Cold War. They're hedging their bets, making friends, and building up their military capabilities so they can be a force to be reckoned with no matter who's throwing their weight around. At number 5. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather the heavily armed, nuclear-capable hermit kingdom in the room, North Korea. Now, North Korea is a bit like that one friend who shows up to a party uninvited, drinks all your beer, and then threatens to fight the lampshade. They're unpredictable, they're volatile, and they've got a knack for keeping everyone on edge. They've been ramping up their missile tests like they're trying to win a prize at a carnival, and their rhetoric towards the West, particularly the US and South Korea, has been about as subtle as a sledgehammer to a birthday cake. Nobody really knows what they're going to do next, and that's precisely what makes them so dangerous. At number 6. Next up, we've got Iran, a country with a long history, a complex geopolitical position, and a knack for making headlines. They've been at odds with the United States for decades, and their nuclear ambitions have been a source of constant tension. But here's the thing, Iran's not just sitting around waiting for the other shoe to drop. They've been busy forming alliances and partnerships, most notably with Russia and China. They're also no slouches when it comes to military capabilities, particularly in areas like missile technology and drone warfare. They're playing a long game, and they're playing it strategically. At number 7, now, let's talk about Israel, a country that's about as big as New Jersey, but packs a technological punch that could rival Silicon Valley. They've been at the forefront of cyber warfare for years, and their capabilities in this arena are nothing short of impressive. They've got the skills to shut down power grids, cripple financial systems, and basically turn a country's digital infrastructure into a pile of useless junk with the click of a mouse, and they're not afraid to use it. They've been linked to numerous cyber attacks over the years, targeting everyone from Iranian nuclear facilities to, allegedly, American banks. In a world that's becoming increasingly reliant on technology, Israel's cyber prowess makes them a force to be reckoned with. At number 8, let's move on to Turkey, a country that's been a NATO member for decades but has been playing a bit of a wildcard role in recent years. They've been clashing with their NATO allies, cozying up to Russia, and generally making it clear that they're not afraid to go their own way. They've got a large and capable military, and they've been involved in numerous conflicts and skirmishes in recent years, from Syria to Libya. They're a country with a lot of potential flashpoints, and their unpredictable behavior makes them a bit of a wild card in an already volatile region. At number 9. Next up, we've got Pakistan, a country with a complex relationship with its neighbor India, and a nuclear arsenal that's nothing to sneeze at. They've been locked in a tense standoff with India for decades, and the two countries have fought several wars over the disputed territory of Kashmir. Pakistan's military is primarily focused on conventional warfare, but their nuclear capabilities add an extra layer of complexity to the equation. They've also been grappling with internal security challenges, from terrorism to political instability, which further complicates their position in the region. At number 10. Finally, let's talk about Japan, a country that's been constitutionally barred from having a standing army since World War II, but has been quietly rebuilding its military capabilities in recent years. They've been investing heavily in new technologies, from advanced fighter jets to sophisticated missile defense systems. They've also been strengthening their ties with the United States, which sees Japan as a key ally in the region, particularly as a counterbalance to China's growing influence. Japan's military modernization is a direct response to the changing security environment in the Asia-Pacific region, and it's a clear indication that they're not content to sit on the sidelines as tensions rise. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analyses on global issues. See you next time.